right, we are in the home stretch now, motherfuckers. I am recording a ton today. I'm recording 9 today because I want to be a week ahead. That's why you see me wearing the same clothes. I know Radical on his channel, he does a different outfit when he does several in a day. I'm just too lazy for that. So, I'm gonna wear the same stuff. Today I'm gonna talk about how girls who flake are not evil. They're just people. So one of the things I talk about is how girls are going to flake no matter what. It's part of the deal. It's unfortunate. It sucks. I wish it wasn't a thing, but it is a thing. I get flaked on a lot. Everybody gets flaked on a lot. No matter how attractive you get, no matter how charming you are, no matter how lean you are, no matter how good your fashion is, no matter how rich you are, no matter how funny you are, no matter how generous you are, some girls will flake. Sure, the more attractive you get in any one or even all of those categories, the less girls will flake, but girls will still flake. The best salesman will not get every single sale. He won't even get every single sale from the person who says they want to buy. It's just how it is. Unfortunately, or even fortunately, because there's some good aspects to it, you're not going to win over everybody. That said, flaking does hurt. I get flaked on all the time, and it hurts, and it sucks, especially when it looks like the girl's interested, and I really like the girl from her profile. Maybe she looks like a girl I'd get along with. She has a lot of similar interests, cool photos, she's really attractive. She seems interested, but then she might even confirm that day and say, "Hey, Joe, I'm excited to see you." And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm excited to see you too. See you in a few hours." And then she might come over. I might go to the place we're meeting up, and I'm like, "Hey, you having trouble finding the place?" Nothing. 10 minutes, nothing. 15, nothing. 30 minutes, nothing. And I'll never hear from her again. And that's not even uncommon. It's actually quite common. That's common for really attractive guys. If you meet girls through social circle, it's much less common. I talked about why I don't really like to do that. I'm talking more about girls that you don't know from anywhere and have no connections in common with. Those are the girls that will flake. A lot of them will flake, no matter how attractive you are. Even sometimes they might be into you, but then something comes up. I've had a few girls where they were into me, and they're like, "Hey, I'm having a really horrible day." And then almost always, if they're having a horrible day, it might be real. They might be having a horrible day, but I've never had a girl who said that I need to cancel because I'm having a horrible day, not come. Because if a girl really wants to see you, she'll find a way to see you. And maybe her experience with guys in the past was that dates are just too much pressure and she doesn't want that pressure. I don't know. You don't know what her experience has been, and that's the whole point. A girl doesn't flake on you because of you. Unless you know her, unless you've had experiences with her before, and even then, there's zero chance that the reason she flakes is because of you. The reason she's flaking is because of her. She has whatever's going on in her head. She doesn't know you. She doesn't know you at all. Yes, it hurts. Yes, it's disappointing. But she's flaking because of her. And a lot of the time it's because she's being defensive. She's trying to protect herself. Just like you're trying to protect yourself in dating as well. Everybody's trying not to get hurt. And we're also trying to have a good time as well. I would say it's really important to make sure you're trying to have a good time more than you're trying not to get hurt. Because if you're trying not to get hurt, then the easiest way not to get hurt is to not date at all. And that's why you have a lot of guys who say they want to get girls but don't, is because their primary motivator is not getting hurt, and the easiest way not to get hurt is not to try. So make sure you want to have a good time is your primary motivator, whether you want to make a relationship or you want to have a lot of casual sex or you want something in the middle. Make sure that that's your primary motivator. What are you moving towards rather than what are you moving away from? But a lot of girls, they might like you, but for whatever reason, maybe their ex came to town, maybe somebody said something today to them that threw them off. Maybe they said your makeup's a little off, or you look a little fat today, you should lose weight, or something, and they feel like they need to protect themselves. It's not because of you at all. It's not because of you at all. Them flaking on you for a first date or a second or a third, it's not because of you. Okay? Let me make that clear. It's not because of you. So, I wanted to share this with you because this was something that helped me learn to enjoy dating a lot more despite the frustrations, because some of the frustrations are just not going to go away no matter how much you work on yourself. Still work on yourself, because the more you work on yourself, the bigger your dating pool is, the bigger the potential amount of girls that would want to get with you, and the more excited those girls will be. At the same time, a lot of girls still won't like you. It's not about you. It's about them, and it's not even necessarily a bad thing. They probably just had a bad day, or they probably are just a little too stressed. And for girls, like, first dates are easy. So they're just like, you know what? I have 3 dates next week. It sucks. I don't want to hurt this guy, but like, I really need to look after myself first. And I respect that. I want to look after myself first. I want my girls to look after themselves first, because that's their life. It's not my job to look after them. That's their job. And I want them to look after themselves first. So if a girl flakes on you, just take a hint and move on. Maybe try to set something up if it's a good reason, if it's an emergency. Like, if a girl flakes on me, it's an emergency, or something came up last minute. It's like, yeah, sure, I understand. We'll reschedule. But if a girl flakes on me because she had a bad day, that's not a girl I'm going to reschedule with. I'm understanding of bad days, but like, I'm a pretty chill guy, and sure, I understand their experiences with other guys might mean they're anticipating a lot of pressure, and maybe that's a bit too much for them. But, I want a girl who knows that when she sees me, or at least is trying to build something with me, where just a little bit of a bad day isn't going to throw them off. And I don't want later down the relationship for a girl to be like, yeah, like, I know we were supposed to have this thing planned, but I'm having a bad day. It's like, well, no, I want her to come over and I'll help cheer her up. I'll help her have a good time. So I don't really put up with, I had a bad day. I say, hey, I understand, no worries. Let's move on and go our separate ways or something. But you don't have to keep seeing a girl who flakes. In fact, don't, because you need to look after yourself, but just understand they're not trying to hurt you. They're trying to save themselves. So I wish you the best. I hope this helped you out. And go click on the link in the description below. Schedule a call with me, and I will critique your online profile one-on-one video call with me talking to you over video myself. Really excited to offer more of these. My schedule is more open because I'm focusing on building my photography business. Dating photography. I'm a photographer, and you can check out all my stuff in that link, so go ahead, check it out, and get a free critique from me while I'm offering them. Also subscribe here, and I'm wishing you the best. Enjoy yourself. Goodbye.